On Salvage Hunters, at a country pub in Staffordshire, Drew has a change of role.
He's got the complex anyway.
Got the bowling complex.
Is that the right?
He visits an elegant Georgian country house
Hello?
and meets a dyed-in-the-wool hoarder.
Is that for sale?
It's awful, isn't it?
It is.
And at a massive junk store, he learns some new dance moves and locks horns with a tough negotiator.
How much is it?
£8.50, that's.
No! Really?
Because I love it.
What doesn't matter?
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Hello? So this is not open to the public, this, then?
No.
Some fabulous pieces in here.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm having a bit of a dance with her now. That's an antique.
In his hunt for treasure,
Here is our junk room.
Well, that's quite nice junk.
everything has its price.
100 quid.
You're joking.
No. 1,500. We'll have a deal. OK.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
I quite like that.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
With help from his wife Rebecca and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems.
Good morning, Drew Pritchards.
At Drew Pritchard's architectural salvage base in Conwy, North Wales, the team are busy and turnover is high.
All right, well, we'll see you in the morning.
That looks brilliant, doesn't it?
Ace salvager Drew has had an unexpected breakthrough. He's finally managed to get access to the private collection of a pub owner who's been hoarding antiques for over half a century.
I'm sure someday when we go to a pub, it's going to be your turn to drive.
Never going to happen.
Is it by the law of averages someday?
No.
No?
I know, I can actually guarantee it.
They're driving to Staffordshire, a 110-mile journey due east to the edge of the Peak District and the tiny farming village of Calden.
We're going to see a guy called Alan East, and the guy who's with him is called Dan, and they run a pub called the Yew Tree. Now, I've heard this guy. He's got a fantastic collection of, as I've been told, stuff, and people keep saying, you should go and see this guy. I think it's one of those places where it's just a strange lifetime's collection. But so many people have said, go here, I've got to go.
77-year-old Alan East has owned the Yew Tree Inn for over 50 years and now runs it with family member Dan Buckland. The pub is filled with Alan's extensive collection of oddities, antique furniture and rare music boxes.
Very much a hoarder, I suppose. I suppose it's going back to the war days. He didn't throw anything away, and it rubs off in later life.
As Alan's bought stock and different things that he's been interested in, we've ended up with a few bits that we're not that interested in ourselves, so we'll maybe have something that Drew might like.
I do like coming to Derbyshire. It's really pretty, isn't it?
It's very beautiful down here. It's nice to come somewhere completely different to Wales, you know. It's green and rolling and it rains a lot. The Yew Tree Inn. Oh yes, proper pub. Very nice. Beautiful. Hello. How you doing?
Oh, hello.
Alan?
Hello, yes, sir.
Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Dan?
meet you.
Yeah,
How are you, Drew? How you doing?
How do you
Good
do,
to meet
sir?
you. Good
How
to
do you
meet you.
do?
Good to meet you.
Oh, you're all right.
Well, we're here off your reputation alone.
Oh.
To be honest, take my hat off. Your reputation alone, because I believe you've got an amazing collection in here, which is fairly obvious as soon as you come through the door. First impressions on going into the Yew Tree are, it just makes you happy. It's like all the old pubs you've ever been to, all the best bits of British pubs all rolled into one. They've got those wonderful parlophone music makers, there's bar games in there. It's just like a dying ember of what used to be every single pub in Britain. I mean, it seems like when we were younger, you know, every other pub looked like this.
Yeah,
And now,
did.
well, they don't. They're all these sort of homogenised, £16 coffee, horrible music pubs, aren't they, really?
None of the items in the pub are for sale, but lifetime collector Alan has a great deal more for Drew to look at upstairs in his home.
Oh, blimey. Well, I didn't expect that at all. Where'd you start? that's fantastic.
Drew, this might be of interest to you.
Everything's of interest to me, to be honest with you.
That's really good.
Just in case you're not feeling yourself at some point.
Is that electric shock treatment?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, can I please electrocute T? There's no amount of money I will not give you if I can electrocute him.
Well, this one doesn't work, but if you're going to give him money, I'll connect him up to the main.
Hook him up to the mains.
This is nice.
That's superb. I'm all right to have a sift around.
Of course you
I
are.
think you can, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. This is a lifetime's collection, isn't it? You can see it's just not moved. Wonderful
Yeah.
stuff. Have you got your torch on you, T?
Found you a new hat, Drew.
That's it. Is that Napoleon?
It is a genuine.
Yes,
That's the real deal.
Yeah. The uniform's under there. So
No, it's... That's the back, isn't it?
No.
He's got the complex anyway.
Got Napoleon complex.
Is that the right?
I think you need his angle.
This mid-19th century tricorn hat was made by Samuel Brothers, a London company known for its fine military tailoring and regalia. Due to its excellent condition, it could fetch up to £300.
the uniform's under there. So
Look at that. So what age do you have that? That's a real one.
it is, yeah. Yeah, they're not mock.
The coat, it's so well made. There's this repeating, patting braiding down the side with this sort of almost like a liver bird figure standing on a fish, and really a really good, beautiful example, all but really dirty. Got to ask, is this for sale?
Drew and T are in Staffordshire, in the small village of Calden, with collector Alan East, who runs the Yew Tree Inn, with family member Dan Buckland.
Oh, blimey.
Amidst Alan's huge hoard of antiques, Drew has spotted a ceremonial military uniform that might turn out to be very profitable, if Alan will part with it.
Got to ask, is this for sale?
I'd never thought about, you know, selling it really, but...
I'll just lay it on there for now.
And there is waistcoat, isn't there, Dan?
There is, yes. There's a waistcoat to go with this, which I'll look out
I think it's
for.
just really, really wonderful. What I can't get over is the colour, because you look at something that's this old, the condition is quite incredible. Look at that work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to think about it?
Yeah. We'll have a think and...
Wonderful thing.
We used it for fancy dress more than anything, that didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So
I was quite surprised because
Surprising, yeah.
we'd never really looked at it properly before.
While Alan and Dan decide whether to sell the uniform or not, Drew resumes his hunt.
Amazing, isn't it, that?
Yeah, let's bring it through, let's bring it out. T,
Hello.
brace yourself.
Okay.
Found a good one.
Right in the back corner.
Oh, there's that one.
Ah, more electrocution stuff.
The Cavendish Electrical Company. X-ray experimental something.
Not to be used on tea, it says there.
Oh, look at that, that's a beauty. Let's find T a really comfortable seat.
I did say experimental.
Experimental. T, look, don't be selfish, it's only going to hurt for a second. Oh, look, and that's how you ramp it up.
Ow.
Shocking. Oh, I see. So you undo those then. Is that the coil? That's for the electric.
Yeah.
So where's you have a battery inside here? Ah, look.
Ever ready?
So all we need is a few batteries.
Yeah, really.
This could be your lucky day.
Getting electrocuted.
It's only a little one. Look, it's only tiny batteries there. The electric shock therapy box, whatever you want to call it, indeterminate age, not sure. Looking at it, I'd say it's very early 20th century, looking at it. Strange.
Made by Cavendish Electric Company in the early 20th century, this primitive electroconvulsive therapy machine was used to treat psychiatric illnesses. It's made of solid oak and has original brass fittings and could be worth up to £500.
It's not on my sort of usual radar for what I'd want to buy, but the condition attracts me, so I think it's just down to price, really. What sort of figure do you have in mind?
Well, I've had a...
Drew, what about 225?
What would be the coat? What's the coat then? How much is that?
That's right.
Coat, the hat, and the whole shamil.
Let me see if I can find that
I didn't
waistcoat.
realise the angle was in
Yeah, it's
there.
in there
That's
for
good.
the top.
Yeah.
It is good. Can't read it. X-ray and something London. You can't really read it. This is just throwing me, really, because the condition is too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
I guess
And that would have been handmade, and that's clearly not handmade. British.
Oh yeah, it is.
And that's not been replaced either.
No. They're very advanced in those days, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have to be very advanced to have made that.
Well, I think
In period, so it's not a period one.
No, it's not.
But it's costume, isn't it?
The jacket and the waistcoat are not right, but the hat definitely is. That's for sure. That's an early 19th century one, and a good one at that. I mean, I will buy strange things, but this one's really out there. It's all down to price. It's going to have to be a price that I can flip it if I have to and get out of it.
Right. Well, I think it's got to be somewhere around the 3 to 350.
Okay. So if we said 475 for the pair.
Would you be happy to let that go at that?
I think I would, yeah.
So that's that and that. I think that is it. That is it, because it is what it is.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Deal? Thank you. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers.
That is, without doubt, the 3 weirdest things I've bought together.
Well, a weird place.
Usually I'm going sort of quite single-mindedly and buying things that I know I'm going to retail. You know, very slim amount of people want these. Very narrow sort of window I've got to get rid of them, but I haven't paid too much for any of it, and that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Now that business is done, it's time for some bar games.
Not so good, is it?
Yeah,
really?
I'm really struggling to compliment you on that, but it was very good there. You do well.
There you are. That's it.
That's it.
That's the way.
That's very good, T.
Can you come on a Monday?
Oh, do you have a league, do you?
They did, yes, and it was on a Monday as well, yeah.
Basketballs, hardly ever played it. T was quite good at that. Darts, I love playing darts. No, it's not too bad.
We could find your position on a Thursday if you wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can, not too bad. Not too bad.
That's ladies' night.
That's tonight, yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Drew and T were fantastic company for the day. Kept us amused. So we had a very enjoyable day and we sold a little bit of stuff. What about you, sir?
Can I have a glass of water? I've got to drive.
You always get one, don't you?
Have you got a baby sham for the lady? Fruit-based drink for the lady?
Financially, I think we're happy, and I'm sure Drew's happy.
I thoroughly enjoyed it anyway.
Today, I think I was privileged to go to the best unrestored pub in Britain. Fabulous, absolutely loved it. A fantastic day, but one that will be difficult to pull a profit out of. But we could make a good few £100 out of it if we find the right buyers. But who knows, that is the luck of the draw and what the job's all about. Right, thank you, fellas. Dan, a pleasure.
And really
Thank you.
really
Thank you.
Thank you for today.
Don't worry.
I'll make him drive next time so I can have one of your nice beers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank
Well,
you.
it's certainly nice
And
meeting you all.
That pub, literally, that's a time capsule.
We've had a good day, really.
Yeah,
We've
great day.
bought some stuff.
Fabulous. Bought stuff. Got the chance of inflicting pain on you sometime in the very near future. Look, I think you're being a bit of a baby, to be frank.
Right, well then
Look.
I won't let you electrocute
Yeah.
me.
If you let me electrocute you, you can electrocute me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's going to happen. You just
I
run off, you'll
promise.
drive off at high speed and you may.
Scouts on it.
Back at the showroom in Conway, Drew is eager to see how his wife Rebecca and the team react to the bizarre assortment of articles he's picked up.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit stinky.
It wasn't stinky till Drew put it on.
It's not like you to buy clothes.
This has obviously been made to complement this, which is why I bought these two. You can see what's coming. You got a new hat.
Oh, that's
Now
an
this-
improvement on your cap.
This is dead right.
Right.
This is original. Discount them, they'll
Yeah.
get the money back, but that's the money.
That's it. I love
That's
that.
the money piece.
The hat is very, very old. We've got to do some research on that. The coat and the waistcoat, very colourful. People do collect that look, so I'm not concerned about it sort of sticking in the showroom at all.
This is, what did you call it, see?
Electroconvulsive therapy, I think.
Really?
One of the things they used to electrocute you with.
No.
Yes.
In a death chamber?
No, not in a
No.
death chamber, for
Oh.
medical reasons.
Oh.
Just to stop you being mad. I'm buying things like that.
It's got that in it, Gav. It's just in remarkably original condition. When you pull this up, all the batteries are underneath there. There's the top of that, Gav. So you can get that back in. It's got the original maker's mark. It's unrestored, it's mint.
How much do you pay for it?
200 quid.
Gosh.
Gosh, that means I think she's paid too much.
So that was
I
a
think you
shock.
might be right. I'm hanging everything on my hat.
That. I don't understand that thing. And is it a man thing? Is it, I mean, who collects instruments that want to electrocute people? I have no idea. So we'll leave that one to Drew.
While Drew's staff get to work cataloguing and cleaning his newly acquired items in the back rooms, Drew hits the road in the pursuit of some potentially rare antiques. It's off to Shropshire, about a 100-mile journey southeast to visit a stately home.
We're off to see Lucinda Parish at Walcott Hall. And it's very, very nice. The owner of the place, he is a massive collector. He's not going to be here, so hopefully him not being here, because if he's a collector, he's not going to let anything go.
No.
But if we're talking to the wife, she might be totally fed up with having all this stuff around her and want to get rid of some.
Sell us everything.
But there's always that chance as well that there's a little bit of what we're always looking for, which is country house furniture.
Walcott Hall is a Georgian manor with a very rich history. Robert Clive, popularly known as Clive of India and credited with securing India for the British Crown, bought the manor in 1764, and it remained in his family for nearly 200 years. The current owners are Robin and Lucinda Parish, who have filled it with their immense hoard of antiques.
It's definitely Robin who's the collector. I love going with him to look at stuff, but he's got the eye. Robin would kill me, but I'd probably sell anything. He's got a real idea of what he wants and what he likes, but God, we'll probably find something that he might have forgotten about.
Yeah, this is lovely. You've got sort of 300-400-year-old oak trees.
Nice. So tick.
Tick. Obligatory tree-lined driveway.
Tick.
Tick. Sprawling fields and outbuildings.
Nice. Tick. Little lake for fishing with swans.
With swans. A big
Standard as.
Standard. 2 tatty pikeys in a van driving up his driveway.
Tick.
Oh, yes. Now you're talking. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
With Robin Parish away on a business trip, it's up to his wife, Lucinda, to do all the negotiations with Drew today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Lucinda.
Hi. Yeah, hi.
Drew.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Very well, thanks.
Oh, Auntie.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, wonderful place you've got here.
It's not bad, is
It's
it?
incredible. Yeah.
Built well, isn't it?
It is. It is built well, very well. I believe also that your husband's a bit of a collector. Obviously, we're here to see if we can buy anything from you.
Yeah.
And I'm just keen to look at any areas that you possibly want to get rid of some bits and bobs.
Well, I know there's a lot of stuff in my husband's office. He'd kill me if we tried to get rid of it, but we'll have a look anyway,
Yes,
shall
please.
we? OK, here you go. Shut your eyes.
That is fantastic. Is this just his office? Nobody else's?
Just his office. He has a secretary on a Monday and a Friday. Otherwise,
Wow.
it's just him.
This is wonderful.
So this is his letter writing desk. Because he can't find space on his other desk to write letters.
God, this is fantastic. That's fantastic. That's not for sale, I should imagine.
I don't think he'd like to sell that.
I don't
no.
think so.
I adore this room.
That bit slightly does my head in.
No, that's good.
That's work in progress.
When you're
what-
trying
that's-
to find a torch, it does your head in, let me tell you.
I like the fact that he's got, you know, Regency sofa next to some WD-40.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I wouldn't want to buy something out of here, apart from that lamp, which I think is very good.
There's tons and tons of stuff in there I'd like to buy, but I don't want to mess with that. You know, that's his sort of man cave. That's where I'm sure he feels extremely at home. And when he finds that little special thing, he goes, oh, yeah, that'll just, you know, out the pocket, that'll go there. I know that feeling, and I wouldn't want to disturb it. It's wonderful.
The next port of call is an outbuilding where Robin keeps more of his ever-burgeoning collection.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Been in here for a while.
This is amazing.
I used to come in here quite a lot.
He's got so much stuff in here. There's so much stuff. When you get it like this, you have to sort of stop and pick through it very slowly.
Lots of sinks.
Lots of sinks. These are good. These columns, they're nice.
Look, a door with keys.
You know, waste not, want not. Land Rover engine. Grifter, T.
Hey.
This is the bike of our childhood, isn't it? That and the rally chopper.
A scooter.
Mobilette.
Mobilette.
And French one. You've got some decent bits of chimney piece and all sorts. You have got everything in here, haven't you, that you could possibly want. If you're rebuilding an old house, you've got the lot. Lots and lots of things I'd like, but nothing really that I'm going, yeah, I have to have that. Lots of things I can buy, but that would just be buying for the sake of it. I'm trying to find that one special thing, a really good quality thing that I can take. So I'll just wait. I'm just going to wait and see if I can find something. It's just a fantastic collection, isn't it? Particularly that. I mean, that's like some sort of... You know, to me, if you went to the Tate and saw that hanging up...
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Saw that hanging up in the roof.
Pay money to get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
it's
it's about the lack of motion in today's society.
They come up with something.
The wheels have fallen off.
Inside the mind of a mental person, psychopath.
That's a bit quick.
That was good, see? What I'd say, lots of things, but nothing for me.
Nothing for you.
Nothing for me, but lots of good things.
With nothing grabbing Drew's attention, they head to another outbuilding.
This looks good.
This is my hell, personally. Might be your heaven, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, this is heaven. This is great. You don't like it in here?
Only because it's so daunting.
Well, you're never... You're just clearing this. It's
such a lot of work.
Massive job.
You don't know where to start. You just run out screaming and think, no.
True heaven.
This is perfect.
It's not long before Drew's expert eye spots something interesting.
You spotted something?
That?
That chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know about that one?
I don't know anything about it. I don't think it's got any front legs, though.
Ah,
They're tied on?
They're tied on.
Restoration job.
That looks like a nice shape, though. The back arches gently up and then curves all the way around, and the arms come out very, very straight and then terminate and just go down. And it's got all the original casters as well, and they're good quality ones.
This English library chair with solid original frame, turned mahogany legs and original brass casters dates back to the 1830s. After some restoration, it could fetch about £550.
Is that something you consider getting rid of?
Yep.
It's not an early one. See the turned legs? It's a £100 job. So what do you think? Is that something you'd let go?
No.
Drew and T are in the heart of Shropshire at Walcott Hall, home to avid collectors Robin and Lucinda Parish.
Oh yeah, this is heaven.
Drew has spotted a 19th century library chair in an outbuilding, but is it for sale?
So what do you think? Is that something you'd let go?
No, you found it, now I've seen it.
I know.
I'm thinking, ooh, well, maybe I should...
It's just all about the shape. That's all. The shape's good. So you're buying a frame and 4 casters, really. That's the value for me. Because all we'd do with it was tidy up what's there, put the legs back on and sell it as it is. We don't reupholster.
On the other hand, I could get our upholsterer to fix it, couldn't I?
True. Does that mean the price has gone up, or is it just not for sale?
I don't know if it... But then somebody said yesterday, you've got to let go.
OK, well, look, shall we have a think about it?
Can I?
Yep. I think you've
I
already
was so
decided.
close to saying...
Yeah.
I was so close to saying, yeah, have it. And then I sort of thought, oh...
Let me step through there, where you are.
It's funny, I never thought I'd see people argue over a chair with only 2 legs on it and grips in it.
I can't believe I haven't just said, yeah, have it, take it, yeah.
While Lucinda has a think about the chair, Drew continues to hunt.
I'm just going to carry on through here. Watch, there's a hole in the floor. Oh, you can see right way down. It's quite a drop. Oh, that's interesting. What's that?
Go on.
Look at that.
Just a little bit.
Large meat hanging rack. 12. Something hooks. Very rusty. He's so perceptive.
Very precise.
Bolted on a kitchen wall or a bathroom wall or in a clothes shop. It's got an edge to it, you know? It's just a bit too sharp and a bit too big. That's what I like about it.
This early 20th century wall-mounted French meat rack would have been found in a butcher's or used by the cook of a large country house. It could be worth around £150 once restored.
Is that for sale? I know what the answer is as well now. You're looking at it again and thinking, oh, I quite like that.
It's awful, isn't it?
It is.
We kind of know what's good.
Yeah. It's not worth a great deal to
No.
me. It's a £75 item. It's no more than that, and that's being quite brave, to be honest with
Okay.
you. So that one's up to you as well.
Would it clean up?
Yes, easily. Well, an hour.
Yeah. This is where would we actually put it?
Yeah.
Well, could be put on a list
On the list?
of maybes.
So who is the hoarder in your family then?
Well, I know, that's the problem, isn't it? There's me blaming Robin for everything, and actually perhaps I'm just as bad. I know I'm not an angel.
I was sort of led to believe by Lucinda that her husband was the hoarder. Well, I think the tables have been turned, to be honest with you, because everything I'm finding, she's like, well, I'm not sure. And I can't blame her. You know, she likes this stuff too.
With another item added to Lucinda's growing list of maybes, Drew is keen to find something she'll actually part with. This early 20th century cast iron fishing sign would appeal to fishermen and outdoor enthusiasts. After a basic polish, it can be sold for £40.
Yeah, I'd probably sell that.
You've got loads of them.
Yeah.
There's a big pile of them.
Yeah,
That I like.
happily sell that.
Yeah. What's that worth?
I don't know, you're the
Well, no, 20
expert.
quid. That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Really?
Yeah, really, that's it.
Okay, deal.
Cool. I bought something.
Yay!
Never been so happy to spend 20 quid. Everybody loves fishing. Got it for 20 quid. It's going to help pay some of the diesel for the day. So ideally now, I'd like to buy that, and I'd like to buy the chair. So I offered, what, 100 for the chair, didn't I?
Yes.
If I went to 150 and buy it. So for that, then it's 225, 245 for the 3 items.
Really? Is that all?
That's all.
Can we give up?
We could. We're not going to, but we could.
250, round it up?
250. 250. Yes, deal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure?
Oh God,
Happy?
I can't believe he's done amazing. I can't ask him. It's done.
I think you've just got so much here. Sometimes I get the sort of guilt factor when I've bought something in that way.
Yeah.
But it feels right because you've got so much stuff here, and I know they will be done, literally, that will be done next week.
Yeah.
And so will that. That'll be done this week. You know, and
Oh,
then
no,
they'll
I
be
feel
turned
sick
off,
now.
and then
I
they're
think
going to be. They're going to be. But you've got.
I'm going to be in trouble.
You've got better things in here. I've had a fantastic day here with Lucinda. Financially, today is borderline whether or not we're going to turn a profit. It depends how well that chair turns out. You need to think the best thing to do with it. Strip it back to the frame, or just sell it as it is. It's still a very pretty chair underneath that. We go see.
Do you swap?
Oh my God, the head's cold. There you go, private fishing.
So Drew being here today has definitely been, it's been a great thing because he's so knowledgeable. And I wish Robin had been here to meet him. They'd have got on really well. And we might have to keep Robin away from his shop.
It's a 2-hour drive to Conwy. And once back at base, Drew tries to convince Rebecca and his team that buying the chair was a sound decision.
This little beauty. Oh. It does look terrible.
It's been splattered by pigeons.
I think it's,
These are the front legs.
These are the front legs. But the shape is superb. What do you think?
Well, I've seen worse.
I've bought worse, frankly. I have bought worse.
Oh, it's nice though.
I love the label. It needs upholstery. Really? And 2 front legs.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really.
But there are 2 front legs, isn't
But the shape is what she doesn't fall down. The shape, superb. Look at that shape. Look, we'll just take it straight to Alex.
Okay.
The next day, French polisher Alex has the daunting task of restoring the chair. The first and most important step is to fix and reattach the legs.
So, the dowels have snapped on the legs, which hold them onto the frame. So we're going to drill them back out, put some new thick dowels in, some stronger dowels, and then reattach them.
To begin, Alex drills a new hole in the broken leg to fit in a new dowel. Alex also has to remove a screw from a previous repair.
The problem is, when they've been repaired poorly, it makes the job 10 times harder. So now we just plane the dowel down to get a really tight fit.
Once the dowel is in place, Alex makes sure it's just the right length.
Now that's ready to go back into the chair.
Drew and T set off again to search for more spoils. Drew has a potentially lucrative lead on a very special junk shop. He and T drive 180 miles east to the city of Hull. Located near the mouth of the Humber River in Yorkshire, Hull has a proud seafaring tradition that goes back to the 13th century. With an economy originally built around shipping, fishing and whaling, Hull remains the principal cargo port for England's east coast.
We don't come to Hull very often, Drew.
No, but we're up here with good reason today, to be honest with you, because we're coming up to see a guy called Kevin Marshall, who runs Kevin Marshall Antiques. And he is a dealer, but it's bordering on the sort of junk shop hoarder. And they are, without doubt, the best places to go.
A former sailor in the Merchant Navy, Kevin Marshall opened his antique store over 30 years ago. Over 2 massive floors, the store carries everything from a vast array of furniture to collectible curios.
By nature, I'm a hoarder, but Drew's coming here today and I'm a bit apprehensive. There's things in there that I've had a long time. I love them. I've found it hard to part with in the past, but if he shows interest and the price is right, I will let the thing go.
And the best thing about it, being up in Hull, we are stuck out on a limb a bit, aren't we?
It is a bit of a
It's
trek,
not
yeah.
the sort of place, you don't go through Hull to get to most places, do you,
No.
really? And that's,
No.
that's, to be honest with you, is good reason to be here as well. Because I can't remember the last time a dealer said to me, I've just been buying in Hull.
That's true.
Clearly, just from the buildings you're seeing around you. In the Victorian era, into the Edwardian era, there was an awful lot of cash here that was spent. That means good fixtures and fittings and antiques and architectural pieces lying around all over the place, which is ideal, perfect hunting ground. It's like the chap. Cool, looks promising. Perfect area, old industrial area. Hiya. Kevin.
Yeah.
Drew.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
to meet you,
yeah,
Drew.
Drew.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
See? How
Hi.
you doing? You all right?
Love the sign writing.
Cheers.
Cool, let's go and have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, yeah, it's rammed, isn't it? So, where do we start? Which way, how do we get round? Which best, this way?
We head this way and
Okay.
I sort of...
Just wonderful stuff. So what are you doing? You're doing clearances and stuff?
No, I just go hunting.
Really?
Yeah. I get something in my head and then try and track it.
And people bringing stuff to you as
Yeah.
well, I should imagine,
Yeah,
all the
absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff in here to see.
I know, that's...
There's just these layers. It's sort of having to
Yeah.
try and look back at the layers of the stuff behind. First impressions of this place is you don't see them anymore. This is as rare as hen's teeth. These places were everywhere. I'm always saying the great British junk shop, eccentric place, architectural salvage, antiques yard. This is it. There's stuff everywhere. It's 7 to 10 foot deep. They should time capsule it. It's fantastic. I like him.
Yeah, I use him a lot. Do you know when I photograph things?
Yeah.
I use him there as a guide to the scale of it.
Okay.
This hand-painted French mannequin from the 1920s is made of papier-mâché and has articulated arms. Even in an unrestored state, it could sell for up to £300.
Really good expression. How much is he, Kev?
He's 150. And I can't take a penny less, unfortunately. Thank you.
Sold. Yeah, we'll have that. The face is really expressive. He's got that little sideways glance that's a bit of fun, a bit quirky, a bit odd, and some would say a bit creepy. It's also got that cool little hair, and the condition's good. It's sort of just worn enough to make it look really attractive. It's just my type of thing.
With the first item under his belt, it's on with the search.
Hang on a second here. What about this?
It's huge. That's it.
You got the top? Well, there's the top for it there.
Wall-mounted ones.
I'm always buying these large, articulated work lights. So these would have been lights that would have been over a lathe or a mill or whatever. That industrial chic that they have is really easy for me to sell, and my clients love it. They just eat it up.
Made by the well-known London company Mech Elec in the 1950s, these floor-standing work lamps are prized for their simple industrial design. After rewiring, they may fetch up to £400 each.
OK, go on, hit us with some prices.
For this one, I'd need 120 quid.
Right, and that one?
I'd need 160 for that one.
Would you find a shade for it?
I'm sure there'll be a shade somewhere.
And this one? What's different to that one?
135.
135. I'm at like 250.
Oh, I can't, not that much.
And I would need the shade.
I know, but I'd sort you a shade out.
Yeah.
I couldn't do one for 250 though.
No, what do you want?
How much did it come to?
3?
Yeah, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Right. Let's crack on.
Now it's up to the second floor, where there are still more salvage-filled rooms.
Ooh, hang on. They're French Stockman mannequin.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Stockman.
Yeah.
Paris, London.
Yeah.
There you go. Adjustable, ebonised, 3-part base. But it's a lady.
It is a lady.
Ladies aren't so popular. The males are the ones that I really like buying,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I'll have to leave that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not quite enough.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh.
It's broken now, isn't it?
You bought it.
I'm just adjusting it back.
All right, yeah.
I'm having a bit of a dance with her now.
Good job, it was the female.
Yeah. You've got some brilliant stuff here. I love, this is my favourite shop of the year. By a country mile. It's super. See that thing down there? That sort of fairground horse's head? Is it alloy?
No, do you know what it is? That is a barber's chair from the 50s. A kid's barber's chair.
Is it complete?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd get your little kid on it, and so he would sit and be good while he's getting his hair cut.
Yeah. Give me some of this stuff. I've got a vague recollection of seeing something similar a long time ago, but the condition of that one's amazing. Black vinyl with the cast alloy and the original painted base in untouched condition and no damage and everything there. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that.
Acquired from a barber shop in Hull, this rare child's chair from the 1950s would be a real prize to the right collector. In mint condition, it could have a value of up to £1,500.
How much is it?
Do you know, I forgot I had that. £8.50, that.
No!
Yeah.
Really?
Because I love it.
What doesn't matter? I want somebody else to love it after I've bought it. What a funky thing.
It's amazing. It's just to have it, that's... Yeah.
Can I bid you on it?
That's one thing I couldn't take a bid on, because it's so rare.
But is it desirable? Is it desirable?
Yeah, I reckon there's that many top salons around now, I reckon...
But how long's that been here? 10 years?
Oh, more than that.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot all about it.
I love the fact you've had it over 10 years.
It's been buried down and I forgot all about it. Yeah.
Do you know what I want to pay for it? What I want to pay for it?
I know what you want to pay for it, 500 quid.
£550.
All
there you
right.
go. So we've got a good deal. I was even giving you more.
But I couldn't sell it for that.
6.
I can't, Drew, honestly. Some things I don't mind taking medicine on even, but I was just so... I reckon I could get well over £1,000 for that if I really tried. I can't believe that I'd forgot all about it. If you hadn't come in today, I'd have still forgot all about it.
Oh, come on, let's have a deal. Let's have a deal at £700. Seven? I can't believe I'm saying it. £700. I've got, because I know what you're saying, but I can only think what I can get.
I understand how it works. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
And you've got to make money.
Can
I live without it? Probably not.
Drew and T are in the city of Hull to visit the massive antique shop of collector and self-confessed hoarder Kevin Marshall.
You've got some brilliant stuff here. I love, this is my favourite shop of the year.
Drew has spotted a rare barber's chair for children and is very keen to buy it.
Well, can I live without it? Probably not. Oh, God.
Go on, in one last bid. So I'm at 7, you're at 8.50. 7.5. Come on.
Go on then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I
Great
hope you do
having
well
that.
on it.
So 7.50 was at the upper end of where I wanted to be, but that's okay. I've got to put it in front of the people who really want it, but I may not ever see another one. And with anything like that, you've got to buy it. And really, it's just a really cool thing to have.
I can't believe I've sold it. I just found it really hard to let go because I just think it's an absolute work of art. It's so different, isn't it?
That's what the job's about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Finding
unique.
that.
Yeah, unique. Absolutely.
Thank God you found it.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Nice one. Let's carry on. OK, so far, I mean, it's like a sort of a dream sort of pick through stuff for me. It's just great. This is what the job is about. I went in each room for 5 to 10 minutes looking, because you can't take it all in.
Found anything then?
Yes.
It's big and heavy and dirty.
I like these.
Oh, yeah.
Jewellery?
No, there was actually from a shoe shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Ladies' shoes?
Yeah, that's right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Ah, I wouldn't think they were strong enough. I suppose they would be.
Yeah.
Not if the lady was wearing them.
I've just not seen so many of these in one place at one time.
Yeah. They're a work of art, some of them.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really, really simple.
Made in London during the 1920s, these copper retailers' show stands are highly desirable due to their simple design and rustic charm. Sold as a collection, they could fetch up to £900.
I think... What about £4.50 the lot?
£4.60 and then...
For the lot?
Should I let them go?
Up to you.
Can I live without them?
You got two.
I'm sure I can.
You got two over there.
I'm sure I can.
£4.60?
Shall we?
The lot?
Shall we?
Deal. Thank you. Very nice. Wonderful. I've seen one or two, but I've never seen that many. And they just look, you know, a collection of something is worth way more than some of its parts, you know? And I think they were a very good deal, actually. I think financially they're going to work out well for me. Doesn't seem as many of them now, does it?
No, not really. There's a lot in here, though.
Today, I think we've witnessed the last of this type of shop. Remember, I go around every day, all day, looking for this. I haven't seen one of these in 20 years. It's a fantastic collection run by somebody who loves it.
Meeting Drew, for me, was very interesting because I feel we have the same sort of passion for the things that we buy and sell. I felt it straight away. I felt a connection.
Nice one. You going to get through there?
Yeah, just about.
OK.
Is it me you're worried about getting through there, or just the...
Oh, the chair. Oh, let's be
I
realistic.
thought you were implying some sort of chunking or something.
No.
Okay, Danny.
I think polished to death was the word.
Yeah.
It'll end up in Notting Hill in somebody's living room.
That's right, yeah.
Where it needs to be, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's everything in
The
it.
first
Is that the lot?
Is that it?
It's half your shop.
Fabulous.
Absolute
What a
pleasure.
day.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
Excellent.
Absolutely
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah,
Really.
thank you. Yeah,
See you soon.
Kindred spirit.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of that then?
Oh, it's great. You had a proper rummage, like
That
Christmas
was-
Day for you, wasn't it?
Superb. I think I was just I'm lost for words. It was so good. I think the best thing about today, by a very, very long way, was just meeting Kevin.
Yeah.
And seeing a business like that still trading, still existing. And we're losing these places, but that has to be the very last of that type in the country. I can't think of one. There's loads of junk shops, but there's not one with that sort of quality and the knowledge behind it. There just isn't.
With a successful trip completed, it's back to Conway.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
You all right?
Yes.
We've had a trip to Hull, and we did very, very well. Loads of stuff, including this little chap. Chap S. Chap.
This little chap-ass.
Chappy.
How old?
3 or 4.
Oh, God.
Oh, what? I don't know what you meant.
It's probably from, looking at it, it's 20s, 30s, somewhere around there.
The little boy mannequin, cute. We've already got 3, so he's going to have a bit of company.
And there's more.
Don't
There's
believe
these.
them.
So they're huge Mechalec lights.
Yes.
Big on-off switch there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got nice markings on the base. Just needs a small, square base making that we can bolt it down to something that's akin to what it is now. So a plate slightly raised on little squares.
Yeah,
And that's all I want on that. And then a full polish,
Yeah,
hand polish to the paint. 3 of those. What do we pay for these? 100 quid a piece.
Not so.
It's fine. We've got more stuff as well.
Okay.
This,
This?
you'll like this. Yeah, chuck it down there, chaps.
It's unbelievable.
How cool. But I see it at 1500 with a sympathetic restoration in London to the right place. You know, if you've
Yeah,
got
you're
a
right.
young kid,
Just,
it's so cool.
that's an absolute gem.
So, Gav, in your workshop, mate.
The following day, the chair Drew bought at Walcott Hall is ready for inspection.
That chair,
Yes.
you know, the one for reupholstery, have a look at it. I've just stripped it down.
The one with no legs. Oh, gosh.
You didn't like it, did you?
Well, I eat my words.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Again,
Look at that shape.
I
Look
know,
at the profile
look at
now.
that back.
Look at that profile.
Look at the leg.
Super.
It's got a leg.
Yeah. You can't actually tell he's done the work on it.
You can't, it's fantastic.
It just looks so much better. Told
Well
you.
done.
Told you. Trust me.
I'm really actually impressed. I have to put my hands up and say, Drew's found a little gem.